you're building the roads, the bridges, the highways. We will reward you. We will reward you. Finally give you black folks something if you do one of three things. One, if you get caught saving and recognized for saving a white person's life or the member of a white family, if you save them and rescue them, protect them, even if you sacrifice your own life, you can get meritorious manumission. Meritorious manumission meant meritorious means earned something, something earned, meritorious. Manumission meant freedom. So you can earn your freedom by saving a white person's life or members of his family. That's point one. Second thing you can get meritorious manumission for was producing something that enriched whites, that made whites rich and produced wealth and power and resources for them, that you could be rewarded with meritorious manumission. And on three, if that you would squeal on, tell on, and show and demonstrate where black folk were trying to plan or constitute a slave revolt, and let whites know in advance so they could put it down. So if you did one of those two or three things, you can get meritorious manumission. As a matter of fact, a movie came out a few years ago called, what's they call that Western about Zanko or Zimko, what was that name? Where the black guy was, you know, Django,
yeah.
Django. And you see the black guy there was played the black guy behind the white slave master. He was working to get meritorious manumission, squealing on his own people, beating his own people, and the first thing you learn is meritorious manumission, and turn in your own people, learn how to beat the hell out of them. That's why the professional slave beaters on every plantation, they had a black person whose primary responsibility was to whip everybody other black folks' asses for not picking enough cotton or being mistreated, mispicking cotton or doing something that was negligent. And that's what also the book Harriet B. Stover wrote about Uncle Tom's Cabin. Again, where black folk were not doing what they're supposed to be doing, you have a Sambo and Gumbo to whip them. And also when they wanted to lynch a black in those days, they had a black person doing it. He got meritorious manumission for lynching other black people. So right now in this country, you see it going on every day. Watch it on TV. Every time something goes down where black folk are trying to come together and organize. Just take your subscribers right now. Terry, your subscribers right now, they decide to organize. They try to plan to be able to help black folk in this country. You're gonna have a provocateur in that group that immediately run out and try to tell white folk what you're up to and squeal so you get meritorious manumission. Mm-hmm. All these black folk right now are running with a ball. They're baseball, football, basketball. They're nothing but employees for whites, helping white folks make money. The people that own all the damn stadiums, the people that are producing all the equipment, the basketball equipment, the baseball, the tennis ball, golf balls, and all the clothing, they are whites. You're enriching them. That's meritorious manumission for the blacks, but it's a doctrine of unequal exchange for the whites. You're still owning, controlling the resources and being enriched by your negligence and your ignorance and being comfortable in doing it in your own people. That's the difference between the doctrine of unequal exchange, where you get nothing, but you're being used, and a meritorious manumission with those blacks who volunteer to do it. They're watching when the election come up. All these black persons trying to get meritorious manumission, we're trying to run campaigns for whites, not for blacks. See, people like Senator Harris and Senator Booker, they will get wiped out. They can't compete. You know why? I told you in a 5-story building, it's who owns the wealth controls an election. Voting is a damn illusion. It's a political social illusion to give black folks somehow pretense that they're going to be involved in something. It's a form of emotional masturbation. It relieves them, but it doesn't do a damn thing for them. Okay? So that's why so Booker and Harris will be knocked out. The people that control the politics are those who own and control the business and the production, those who got meritorious manumission, those who will have nothing to gain but just symbolic. Those who practice the doctrine of unequal exchange will own the football stadiums, the baseball stadiums, and all the equipment. That's why this country got almost 600 white multi-billionaires. That's 600 white multi-billionaires will control the politics in this country. And black folks get out there and play that game. And then and the Bookers and the Harris would not be able to play the game. You got about 1 or 2 black billionaires in the country. They can't compete against almost 500, 600 white multi-billionaires. They control everything. It's a game. It's a game that black folk cannot win until they understand how to play the game. And that's why in the power numbers, I told you how to play the game. Get out of there, pull away from both parties. You got a Democratic Party that has done nothing for black folk. How are they going to win when the whole deck is stacked against black folk? You can't win in it because right now you got number 10-1. That's the first thing. The Democratic Party hasn't tried to change that. They still allow you to be the only nation's only planned minority. And right now they can hold all the damn election in these big white areas in Iowa and other these white redneck areas and the Dakotas, where people get the issue put before white redneck conservatives, white folk first, so they can pick who's going to be the candidates. You're going to boil down to where you're going to have about 5 or 6 white males running for the presidency and maybe 2 white females running. That is it, which says that justice and wars and politics and benefits would only be seen through the eyes of whites. The deck is stacked like it was in a gambling casino. In a gambling casino, yeah, you can go vote. I mean, you can go in the right and play in a gambling casino, just like you can go vote. But if I tell you right now, as Dr. Anderson told you over and over again, that in a gambling casino, you cannot win. The casino owner will win every time, Dr. Watson, because he's got the machines rigged, the cards are marked, the dice are loaded. You go in and gamble as much you want to. I got friends that own casinos, and they tell you the casino owner will never lose. In politics and voting, whites will always win. That's why they're going to vote these primaries in rural redneck areas and let them decide who the candidate should be. There will always be whites, either white women or white men. The blacks ain't got a snot chance. They don't have the money and resources because not one person, not one party has ever addressed the real issue in this country for racism. That was the maldistribution of all the resources that you love to see in black labor, white wealth. You transferred everything into the hands of whites. Nobody's tried to correct it. Until you try to correct it, you got the doctrine of unequal exchange will continue to stay in effect. Black labor, white wealth. Black labor, white wealth. The game is rigged and stacked against you. That's what I'm telling you about, the doctrine of unequal